If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Bitcoin Update. So it's Wednesday. It's some really good progress right here for Bitcoin. I really gotta admit this, but there's a rinse and repeat kind of thing that is going on, and my charts are really mixed up, really mixed up. We need a refresh. Okay, so let's do that very quickly. Let's remove all the charts, patterns, and thank you so much for anyone who was wishing me to get well soon. And I think I actually got a little bit better. Yeah, I can actually talk right now, and we are back into the game. And so here we go, rinse and repeat, and I think it's time to talk about Bitcoin. Did Bitcoin bottom out? That's the question people have. Now I'm looking at altcoins. They're breaking out of a downtrend. Some of them are breaking the downtrend, which is actually a good sign, but some of them still points a technical target to move lower. So I don't think we're done with the downtrend just yet, but one can say, I made you aware about this one for a long time now, that it's very obvious that Bitcoin has a bullish divergence, okay? And if you bottom out here, it won't be a big surprise to me. Lower lows and higher lows right there, bullish divergence, okay? It can be an effect, it can cause Bitcoin to bottom out. Nonetheless, it's a sign to bottom out. One can even say that this is a big support level. Makes sense. So basically, you do have, I can never tell you if this is your bottom or not. No one knows. No one knows, okay? Because invalidating patterns is easy. I gave you this monthly bear flag, okay? It's still in play. The monthly flag is still in play. And if you look at this monthly flag, we have an inverted hammer, which happened in December. So this monthly hammer can cause Bitcoin to even pump back up to 19,393. So does that mean we bottomed out? It does not mean we bottomed out, because nonetheless, this is still going to be some sort of a resistance up here, and you're going to have this bear flag still in effect, okay? And all you did is you pushed to the downside, you came up for the retest, get rejected, and still dropped down to $8,000, okay? Regardless of you moving up to $19,000, that bear flag is still in play. The only way for me to start saying that the bottom is in is the day you come above 25,243. Come above this place, we're going to start to talk about an uptrend from there, because you don't have a threat to go down. But right now you still have a threat. Even if you go up to 19,000, you still have a threat. Small pumps doesn't mean that it's the end of the bear market, okay? We've seen this so many times. This didn't mean the end of the bear market. That didn't mean the end of the bear market. Now this green candle also didn't mean the end of the bear market. That green is certainly also not going to mean anything about the end of the bear market. So if I look on the daily time frame, I want to actually turn on the EMAs and look at the EMAs. Okay, what do the EMAs actually speak? So we have this trend coming in, and I want to show you anytime that Bitcoin went down, it actually tried to come above the 55 EMA. So we went above the 55. It started right there, and you came down. You try to cross the 55 here as well. So it will be a good idea to zoom in there, and we have this, boom, okay, try to cross the 55, came down, try to cross the 55 again, came down, try to cross it even here, and then you came down. As a matter of fact, you made a bull flag as well, bull cross, and when you make a bull cross, you went above the 55, back tested the 55, and then you start to push up. It was a good sign, but unfortunately you ended up coming down as well, because there are technical factors. Other technical factors included, for example, this trend line right over here, that trend line right there, and this trend line right over here. So EMAs itself wasn't good enough, and there was a bear flag on a higher time frame, okay? So you kept on pushing down and down and down, and then it was a struggle between the 10 and the 20 here, the 10 and the 20 right there. You couldn't even cross the 55, and then again you came in, and then you tried to cross the 55 some few times, and we thought at 23,000 that is your bottom right there, and it's time to push higher. But it didn't happen. I told you that Even I didn't call this as your top. Instead, we kept on going down. You try to cross the 55 again, go rejected, down. You try to cross the 55, go down. So crossing the 55 is still not good enough. Okay, there are so many things, but right now we have a bullish divergence. We have a little bit of a strong case, you know, that confidence score is actually kicking in and trying to get a little bit higher, you know. If you know what I'm trying to say, of course you know what I'm trying to say. So from here, we're crossing the 55 again, the same old story, but we're still not done. We still need a lot of things to go. So the highest you can go is still back up to this resistance again. You can always backtest this resistance up here at 19,000 levels. Okay, you can still do that if you want to do that, of course. So my personal take, people have their stop losses here. So we could see Bitcoin trying to take that stop loss, try to hit its head here again, and you still drop down to 10,000. And that's why I say the end of the bear market has a lot of checkings to be done. It just doesn't end in a sudden way, because if you are going to end, you're going to actually make some double bottoms and some inverse head and shoulders, some bullish pattern. Among one of them is just the bullish divergence, but there's no pattern which is bullish actually. Except that on the monthly you have an inverted hammer like this, which is actually a reversal pattern, but you also have a bear flag to go down. We need to cross that bear flag above this area. So basically this box, this whole box should be destroyed, okay? And that's the biggest hint, that's your bottom, okay? If you try to come above 25, 26,000, try to backtest things, not only you're gonna get above the 55 properly, that's the first time you're going to actually do the following. You break the bear flag, you break this downtrend as well, and you make a bull cross. So you have 3 statements back to back, and you also have a bullish divergence on the weekly. So those are going to be 4 to 5 different checks, and then we can finally say, hey, let's go to 100,000, let's go to 200,000, which I expect in the future, of course. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin on a higher time frame. So I personally think at least Bitcoin is still going to do 82,000 somewhere in the future. So that's pretty much it for this update on Bitcoin right now. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.